Okay. Hello everyone. This section we are going to discuss about Groovy. Groovy is a domain specific language in case of Jenkins. Whenever you are creating a Jenkins pipeline project, you will find under the script block, you will find that Groovy sandbox option is there. Okay, I'll just show you under the configure. You'll find that use Groovy sandbox. So what is Groovy? Groovy is a domain specific language in case of Jenkins. Okay, so what is Groovy? Groovy is a Java based object oriented programming language. It runs on top of JVM. Okay, syntax wise it is similar to Java. In similar, Groovy was 1.0 was released in 2007. Currently 4.x version is going on. It is under Apache license. Okay, same like okay, it is supported multi-line projects, multi-line scripts, embedded expression embedded in strings can be used in Groovy script. Groovy is not a replacement for the Java, but actually it is enhancing it uh, some of the dynamic features which we will see it. It supports support static and dynamic binding. It supports operator overloading, syntax of list and arrays available. Okay, Groovy is simple for the Java developers because syntax is same. Groovy existing Java libraries also can be used. It extends the support for java.land objects. Okay. What is Groovy Sandbox? So whenever you create a pipeline project, you will have an option Groovy Sandbox. By default, it is enabled. Okay. You can go and uncheck it as well. In Jenkins, Groovy Sandbox is a security feature that restricts the execution of untrusted scripts. Okay, it is designed like okay, whenever you are running some code and you do not sure that okay it is going to impact the core system, so potentially any harmful script which can cause a issue for the Jenkins server or compromise your system, in that case you should use GUI sandbox. It is a security feature. When GUI sandbox is enabled, security restriction will be there on your system. Okay, and certain operators are restricted unless we are not approved it. If you uncheck that one, then in that case, whenever you trigger the pipeline project, first it will go for approval from the admin. Once the admin will approve, then only you will be able to run it. You can set up your own Groovy. You can have to install the Groovy plugins. Once you install the Groovy plugin, then under the uh, mm, see, this is the one option. You can install the Groovy plugin. Okay, you have the option use Groovy sandbox. If you check, if checked, run Groovy script in the sandbox. If you uncheck it, then you are not a Jenkins administrator. You will need to wait for administrator to approve your script. Okay, this is the syntax I have provided it. Okay, here we are checking the Groovy version. In case if you want to install Groovy, you go under manage Jenkins tools. Okay, which version of Groovy you want to install it. Install from the Groovy website, and you just need to provide the Groovy version. Then it will install the Groovy as well. Okay. Groovy syntax, as I told, Groovy is a dynamic language. It's not mandatory to provide the variable type. Okay. So def is the defining of the variable. I'm not defining the type. Okay. I'm just giving the variable a name, just num equal to 5, str equal to hello. I'm not defining the type. So dynamic type casting is possible in case of Groovy. This is the for loop for x in 1 to 3 range. Okay, println the statement. Okay, Jenkins pipeline. We have seen agent, stage, stages, step. There is another block will come, that is the script block. Under the script block, you will be using Groovy a lot. Okay, this is the way you will be using it. A script block defining branch. Okay, you'll provide the branch name. If the branch name is master, you will do that thing. If the branch name is test, you will do this thing. Okay, so if else is possible, for loop is possible, defining a variable is possible. Okay, all this thing is possible in case if you are using Groovy. Okay, and this script block is only possible when you are using the declarative pipeline. Okay, Uh, Groovy script can be used in the Jenkins file to build more complex pipeline. Yes, Jenkins files, which we are going to discuss it, which we have already created it using UI. I will explain you in the next upcoming session how you can use the Jenkins file with SCM as well. Okay. So when a commit arrives, Jenkins pipeline is triggered. All the stages in the pipeline will be executed the way it is written in the Jenkins file. So this is the way you can see it. Script block will be executed using the Groovy syntax. Okay, we are using the Groovy syntax here and executing it. So a couple of things we have observed it here. If in case you don't want to use Groovy sandbox, then you need to have the administrator approval to run any script, pipeline script. Okay, sandbox is a security feature which you should, by default you should use it. You should not disable it until unless you have some syntax requirement or some feature which is required for your script. In that case only you should use sandbox. This is overall overview about the Groovy. And Groovy is a uh, as a language. If you want to learn it, just check it out, the documentation of Groovy. In case of Jenkins, we will be using certain parts of Groovy. Also, when we will write the code, I will explain you the section. Okay. Thank you guys. Let's connect to the next session.